Hi, I'm Tiffany Peterson, and welcome back to another session. Today we're talking about part 2 in a 3-part series of Your Self-Care Equals Your Success. If you've seen part 1, then you know what we are going to be talking a little bit more about, which was all about your morning ritual. If you haven't seen it, you can also find it here on the channel. But part 2 is looking at the other side of your day. We talked about in part 1 how you're waking yourself up, how you're beginning your day, getting centered, getting grounded, investing in yourself to shape your day, to shape your energy, your focus, your passion, your enthusiasm, your time. On the other side of the day is looking at your evening ritual, right? Is thinking about it this way, is the way you wake your brain up has massive influence to your life and results, your success. Same thing on the flip side, though, is how are you putting your brain to bed? Consider that. Do you just randomly get in bed at all different types of the day, right? Is sometimes you're in bed at 10, sometimes it's 1 in the morning. Is it kind of this range, right? And I'm not saying that everything has to work by the T in the exact minute. That isn't how I live my life either. But it's having some awareness to where are you currently at? So let's take a little inventory on the other side of your day. Let's look at your night. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, 1 being low, do you have a regular, consistent evening ritual of how you transition your brain into going to bed or going to sleep? How would you currently rate, same scale, 1 to 10, 10 being great, 1 being low, your current quality of sleep? Are you sleeping well? Do you find yourself with lots of thoughts and staying awake or struggling with that, right? Just tuning into that. Do you feel like your day completes peacefully or in a hectic manner? Just simply become aware. And now with that new awareness, you can ask yourself, what would I rather experience in transitioning my day from day to sleep? So looking at that for yourself. So let's look at your evening ritual. There's a couple of pieces and points I want you to consider. So when you consider your evening ritual, I want you to ask yourself, when is my technology being turned off? Some of you sleep with your technology, right? Like literally it's as if you're cuddling that cute little iPhone or that Samsung or your iPad, whatever it might be. Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? And in that for yourself is you might be a little too attached to that technology, right? Now I have no judgment about it. Are there times my technology's been in my bed? Yes. However, I'm going to invite you, when we think about high-level living, conscious living, levels of creating high performance, I doubt it includes having our technology wrapped in like a comfy blankie, right? So considering for yourself, when does my technology go off? Does it always come in the room, right? Do you fall asleep to your technology, whether to television or to the internet or social media apps? What is that like for you? But make a decision. When is my technology off for the most part? Maybe you give yourself a range within half an hour typically or an hour that says my technology is off and out of my hands by this time frame. And then allowing yourself, I encourage you to have at least 30 minutes, ideally. At least if you need to, you can start with 15 or 20, but 15 to 20 to 30 minutes from the time you get off your technology before you try to go to sleep, right? And in that time frame, that's where we create a conscious evening ritual. Think of it as tucking yourself in a really gentle, kind way, that you're taking better care of yourself so you can show up more fully present, passionate, and alive with the people and the projects that matter most to you. So when is your technology off? Another success habit is to do what's called night before planning. If you're especially the type of personality that you keep ruminating and thinking about all the things you need to do tomorrow, one thing that might help you tame that, therefore sleep better, is to do a little night before planning. Outline what are your number 1 priorities personally and for business for the next day, right? And all the different tasks or someone you need to call or follow up with. I know some people keep a notebook right by their bed when ideas and inspiration come, but looking at your day of what's to come, the next day is you're already starting. So imagine when you wake up, you already have a game plan for the next day. And all night, your subconscious mind has been working those details out. But I find that by writing it down, doing a little night before planning, it's like the weight gets off of me and all of the things that want to run around in my brain, it's like I've put them to bed by writing them down. That might help support you as well. And then finally, consider what would feel like a restful activity for you. In that same 30 minutes, we're off our technology, we've done a little night before planning, whether that be reading for you, a meditation, lighting a candle, right? Making a hot tea, taking a warm bath, utilizing some products or essential oils that help you rest, is just getting clear for yourself, what are restful activities? The way you put your brain to bed has everything to do with the quality of sleep that you're receiving. Now, this is getting more and more and more and more and more attention today, is the quality of your sleep. I've heard celebrity fitness trainer JJ Virgin, who's phenomenal in her content on weight loss and health and wellness. I've heard her share that if she can only pick one weight loss tip, that's it. She's only given one out of all the options she could go to, is, she says, getting a quality 7-8 hours of sleep a night. There was also off Success Magazine some research I was listening to that the world's wealthy and looking at their attributes, right? Because success always leaves clues. When you study the successful, on average, people that are the top 1 to 3% of the world's wealthy, on average, get 7 or more hours of sleep a night. Now, that might contradict what you've thought before, is that, oh, I need to burn the candle and I need to work harder and more to make more money. The reality is the quality of your life and the quality of your relationships and your result has everything to do with the quality of your self-care. So make yourself a bigger priority and become conscious of how you put yourself to sleep at night, right? And that you have some turn down time and a little bit of time to just disconnect from the world, your technology, a little time to nurture yourself, maybe that hot tea, some journaling or reading a great book, some yoga, whatever may help you, it's different for everyone, to help put you in a more restful place will be well worth every ounce and moment of that time to help increase the quality of your sleep, which then influences the next day, which then they just continue to grow upon one another. If you want to stay connected and have more tips and tools, resources, events, you can head on over to my website, tiffanyspeaks.com, opt in there, and we can stay connected on a regular basis. In the meantime, take better care of yourself in the morning and in the night, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a session soon. Thanks.